ran into this article right here that was just posted August 6th, so that's 4 days ago at 8 a.m. And it reads, the title reads, son, our sons died taking an all natural supplement by at gas station. People don't realize it's so addictive, dangerous. I just I read that. I'm like, I gotta do a live video for you guys. See my thoughts on this, and we can get into it. If you guys are ready, I'm ready. Let's get it started. If you are new here to my channel, my name is Manny. I'm a certified personal trainer, creator, owner, and lead instructor in Manny's Fitness program. We have boot camp personal training and online coaching for weight loss, muscle building, and overall better health and performance. If you're interested in joining, just visit my website, www.mannysfitnessprogram.com. Hope I hear from you. Let's get into it. So what kind of supplement are we talking about? This is over the counter or at a gas station. You can get it anywhere. What you see a lot, I see a lot of youngsters taking energy drinks, and it's always been like that. Energy drinks have been getting more and more popular, more competition, more varieties, and it gets higher. The the caffeine content on these energies drinks nowadays are getting higher and higher because everybody's elevating their standards, right? They don't even feel anything with 2,000 milligrams of caffeine, so on and so on. So let's see what this says. Months before Jordan McKibben collapsed in his bathroom and never woke up, the 37-year-old prepares smoked salmon and homegrown canned peppers to entertain his big blended family in their quiet Washington state community. Weeks before, he told his mom, Pam Maudlin, things were getting serious with the women he was dating. His one big desire to have kids was finally in reach, Maudlin recalled. Days before, okay, days before, he helped a friend plant a flower garden for a baby shower. He loved life. He loved doing things outdoors, Maudlin told the Post. Then one day of his then on the day of his death, McKibben went to his longtime job at an organic food distributor. When he got home, he mixed a tablespoon of powdered kratom supplement into his lemonade. All right. So now I never heard this. I don't really take supplements myself. If I do, it's usually like creatine, whey protein. And that's it. Protein, whey protein, creatine. Sometimes powdered greens, but it's like temporary. It's temporary, not really permanent, right? Um, so I never heard of that powdered kratom. So let's find out what a little bit more about it before we continue. Kratom, even the name is like weird. Kratom powder. What is kratom powder, right? Let's see. The best place to buy kratom powder. Um, am I 21 or over? Look at that. Right away is something dangerous. Warning for use by individuals 21 and over. This is like alcohol, trying to buy alcohol. Wow. 21 and over. Okay. I never heard of it. Like I said, there's so much now. It's even hard to keep up with it. The best places to buy kratom powder online. Da, da, da. Enhanced kratom powders are one more way to enjoy kratom. Okay, but what is it, right? Green vein kratom. Yeah, this ain't gonna show us. What is So we go to our little buddy, AI overview, buddy. It says powdered kratom is the crushed and dried leaves of the kratom tree, a plant native to Southeast Asia. It's a common form of kratom consumption, often mixed with water to create a tea, incorporated into food or put into capsules. While not approved by the FDA for any medical use, people report using kratom for various reasons, including pain relief, energy boost, lifting one's mood, mm, and even to manage symptoms of opioid withdrawals. The effects of kratom vary depending on the dose. Wow. So, man, this is some powerful stuff, and especially when it's natural, right? Where did this come from? How does it look like? There it is. Kratom leaves. Is it from a leaf? Look at that. You know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of like coca leaves, you know? It's as strong or probably less, but it's a powerful leaf. Or you can say it's marijuana. So if you go like this, it'll give you what is usually compared to coca leaf. There you go. What other names for kratom? If I see something familiar, coca leaf, cocaína in Spanish. Cocaine is cocaína. That's where they get their name from, because it's coca. Wow. Okay, this is some powerful stuff. You got to be careful with this stuff, you know? And wait, it said you can get over the counter because 21 and over, but it's not approved by the FDA. So it's even more dangerous. Not saying I don't trust the FDA 100%, but it's better than nothing. Low dose may produce stimulant-like effects such as increased energy, alertness, and talkativeness. High dose can have effects similar to opioids, leading to relaxation, pain relief, and possibly confusion or sedation. Despite its reported uses, kratom comes from with potential risk and side effects, including nausea, vomiting, dizziness, constipation, and in rare cases, liver toxicity, or seizures. Long term use can also lead to dependence and withdrawal symptoms similar to those associated with other opioids. The FDA advises against using kratom due to these potential risks and the lack of scientific evidence supporting its safety and effectiveness. There you have it. So he was messing with drugs. He was messing with some substance that we're still trying to regulate, right? So you don't do that. You don't do that. He shouldn't have been messing with that, right? He shouldn't be messing with that. All right, let's continue with the post. Yeah, so we got the powdered kratom right here, where he added supplement into his lemonade. Wow. Oh man, my prayers and condolences go to the family because that's horrible. See, and that's the thing with there's no reason to take stuff like that. But even pre-workout, I've taken pre-workout, but I don't depend on it, and I'm always if it comes down to you needing a boost, sometimes I'll have some caffeine, some coffee, but that's it. If you want a boost, go to natural coffee, right? There's some people that are against coffee, right? Coffee can also be dangerous. Let me just repeat that. Even coffee can be dangerous if consumed at a high level, right? So everything is in moderation. Just because coffee is natural doesn't mean you can drink as much out of it as you want. So it continues here on the article, marketed as an all-natural way to ease pain. So first thing first, why was he seeking a supplement to ease his pain? Right? That should have been a red flag right off the bat. You know, if you're consuming something to ease pain, why do you have pain, right? Why do you have pain? You got to go to the root of that pain, right? Anxiety. Why is he going through anxiety? So all this stuff, at the end of the day, when it comes down to working out, yeah, you can take a pre-workout or something that can boost your efforts in the gym. But if when it comes down to in regards to easing pain and anxiety and depression and more, then that's a whole different ball game. That's a whole different level. We're not even talking about trying to get the best workout possible now. Now you're dealing with trying to relieve yourself from depression, anxiety. So now we need different help, not help from a supplement. Kratom can appeal to health conscious people like McKeeben, who Maudlin says wouldn't even take ibuprofen for the arthritis in his hands. Look at that. So he was against medication, but then he has kratom. First of all, I don't believe that. I'm sorry to say that. I don't believe that because if he was against ibuprofen and those kind of drugs and he went straight to kratom, if he would have done a little bit of research, he would have noticed that ibuprofen is safer than that because it's approved by the FDA. It is more regulated, and many people have taken ibuprofen in a healthy manner. You can have it in a healthy manner, but if you depend on it, in my opinion, that's not healthy. You need help. You need to get off of that, right? So there you have. But on that Tuesday in April 2022, a compound in the substance called mitrogenine took McKeeben's life. An autopsy reported later showed. So a compound in the substance called mitrogenine is what really made him go the different direction in health wise. When Malden broke into his bathroom after a call from her grandson that day, she found McKeeben lifeless. She performed CPR on her own son and shielded her eyes when medics carried his gray body away. Oh man. And this is words from his mother. And I quote, "I've lost my son. I've lost my grandchildren that I could have had. I've lost watching him walk down that aisle, watching him have a life that I get to watch with my other kids. I've lost enjoying these years with him." Yeah, that's I believe that. Yeah. And that's why I made a video earlier, and I actually uploading right now on my main channel, Manny Ramos on YouTube. My whole My whole motto on my channel is balance. Staying balanced is key, right? And this is something that you need to balance as well. Balancing your caffeine intake. And if you're going to be messing around with something like that, do some research. There's so much stuff out there. Do your research. Right now, we have the internet where you can bring up almost every single thing that you come across, and there's going to be something or somebody saying something about it, and filter it out. A lot of times, the mistake that people do with that is that people come across an article that gives you information on that stuff, and if it's still not giving you the full details, you continually seek for those details and you will find it. All right, but no matter what, you can do some research. Man, that's sad. So that's how it looks right there. Yeah. Never heard of the substance or that stuff there, kratom. Never heard of it. And there's probably many others similar to that as well. And to get them over the counter, it says that he got them at a gas station. Let me see. Yeah, buy at gas stations. Mm. Yeah, it can almost be considered a drug. So you can buy these kind of things at gas stations: alcohol, tobacco, caffeine, ibuprofen. Can you buy ibuprofen at gas stations? I don't know. I Tylenol and all that stuff. I never really. Oof. I remember when I got my wisdom teeth out, they gave me, what was it? Vicodin. And like I said, I never really messed with stuff like that. And they gave me that because they said I was going to need it and I needed to take it. And I only took half of it and it messed me up. I feel horrible. I was like spinning and I felt lost. I felt imbalanced. I feel dizzy and all that, and I didn't take the rest of it. I threw that stuff away. So, but yeah, you can get many of these things over the counter. Over the counter. So be careful out there. That's my recommendation, my advice. See a professional for any anxiety and depression, because this life is way too short, and it's even 100 times shorter if you only live to 37 years old. So I will love to know what you think in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Share with me any of your experiences. If you can, share this video with somebody that you want to motivate or encourage. If they need this information, share it with them, and I'll see you on the next one. You guys take care. Be safe. Stay motivated.